Hi there, everyone. My name is John, and I'm just going to take you through something very important to us and also to you as well, because it's a good way to learn how to get a cheaper discount. So, well done. Thank you very much for coming along to have a look at what we do. Okay, so please get your pen and paper ready to take notes. Okay. Hang on there. Okay, cool. So please have a pen and paper ready to take some notes, because so that you can make a good decision as well, so you know what we're talking about. Okay, so what I'm going to take you through is a couple of things. So you might be already on one of our programs. So if, for example, our 30-day challenge, or you might be on our ultimate program, whatever program you are on. The reason why we want to show you how to get a cheaper discount is so that you can, have more product to be able to get a faster result as well. So I'm going to talk to you about two things: how to get a cheaper discount, and also for those people who may be looking at earning a part-time and a full-time career income. So I'll be sharing both things, okay? So just be aware for that. Now, for those people who may be here to earn an extra income, it's very simple, our business. Number one, you use the products to get your level 10 result. Okay, so whatever your result may be, maybe you want to get abs, maybe you want to get toned, maybe you want to gain lean muscle, whatever result you want to achieve, you just use the products. And then number two, you just build a client base to the level of income that you are looking for each week. So whether you may be satisfied with $1,000 a week, or maybe $2,000 a week, whatever source of income that you are wanting for every single week, that's how you do step one. Use the products to your level 10, and number two, you start then to build a client base to the level of income that suits you every week. And if you're looking at financial freedom, time freedom, guess what? You just do, number one, use the products to your own personal result. Number two, start to build a client base to the level of income that each week. And then number three, you find, recruit, and teach other health coaches the same 2 or 3 things depending on their goals. Okay. Very simple, extremely powerful. Okay. And that's how simple this income opportunity is. So what I'm going to take you through is the areas of income. Okay, there are 5 different levels. 1, retail profit. 2, wholesale profit. 3, royalty overrides. 4, production bonuses. 5, special supervisor bonuses and paid vacations. Okay, so what I'm going to talk to you about is to start off becoming a VIP member. Now, if you are currently a 30-day challenger participant, so you're already on the products or some sort of program, I really encourage you to talk to your coach about becoming a VIP client or a member. Because what happens is, if you purchase one of these packs in front of you right now, immediately you get 25% discount off all products. Okay, so that means you can then order some more products, to get a faster result. And that, when you purchase that member pack, it's only $97, including delivery, and you get a free canister of vanilla shake in there, and also all those different manuals which explain how to use the products, and also how to get a cheaper discount. And the good thing about it, it's only $15 every year to maintain that registration fee, which is really cool. Okay, so that is why it's very important to get a VIP member pack. So if I was you, I'd encourage you to go back to the person who invited you and let them know. And straight away, you get 25% discount, just like I said. And say, for example, you were to purchase an ultimate program. At full retail, it's valued at $599. But at 25% discount, you get $400. You can purchase it for $452. So you're saving $147, by being a VIP member. Okay, and also if you are looking at earning an income, say for example, someone looks at you and says, hey, look, I want to purchase one of those products that you are on. They give you $599 at full retail. You purchase it from Herbalife at $452. So you're very happy with $147 retail profit. Now, it just doesn't stop there at 25% discount. We also have different discount opportunities as well. So say, for example, right, you know, you want to go up to 35% discount, okay? Now, to get to 35% discount, it's very, very simple. Herbalife, you know, they say if you accumulate 500 volume points in 1 calendar month, okay, then you will be at 35% discount permanent, and that's what they call a senior consultant, okay? Now, there are a couple of ways to achieve senior consultant or 35% discount. Number one, okay, you accumulate 500 volume points in 1 calendar month, and you can do that in one order. So, for example, right, you know, it's 3 ultimate programs. So, Herbalife, we have this system called a volume point. So every time you purchase a product, it comes attached to a volume point. So for example, if you were to purchase an ultimate program, which is really, really the best program, you know, it gives you the fastest results, and it's everything that Herbalife promotes to get the best result. Okay, that is roughly around about 177 volume points for one ultimate program. So say, for example, you want an ultimate program for yourself, one for your friend, one for your mom, or even just for you to achieve your ultimate result. You know, you can purchase it in one go, and that is valued at $1,193 at 35% discount. Because at full retail, which is $1,799, so you end up saving around about $606 by purchasing it in one go. So it's similar to thinking, you know, you buy 2 and you get 1 free. So that's one way of achieving senior consultant. The second way is you can accumulate the 500 volume points over 1 month, in 1 month, sorry, okay? So you can purchase a couple of orders at 25%, and every single order, you just accumulate the 500 volume points until you fill it up at the end of the month. So, you know, those are the 2 ways that you can achieve senior consultant. And the next, you know, and say, for example, a senior consultant, you know, you will end up saving a profit of $606. Or if you were to help your mom, your friend, and another friend to get onto the ultimate program, look at that. You save around about $606, but your profit is $606 as well. Now, say, for example, you want to get to Success Builder. Okay, so I'll explain that to you. Now, there are some people that are on the call right now that are interested in this one here. Say, for example, you want to lose around about 10 to 20 kilos, okay? You can just do this order here, because what it is, if you place a single order of 1,000 volume points, so let's say, for example, that's 6 ultimate programs, it's valued at $3,598 at full retail. But because you do that one order of 6 ultimate programs, that's so that you can achieve your result. You're looking at purchasing it for $2,157 at 42%. So you end up saving around about $1,441. Okay, and if you were also thinking of this as a business opportunity, you know, straight away purchase 6 ultimate programs, 1 for you and 5 for your friends and family that you will attract as you go. You know, eventually they will want one. Okay, and then if you help all of them get onto the ultimate program, guess what? You're sitting with a profit of $1,441. We also have something called a qualified producer. Okay, so that one there is if you achieve 2,500 volume points in 1 to 3 months consecutive. Okay, you can use up to 1,500 volume points from your downline. And I encourage you to please go back to the person who invited you to talk about this one here. Because once you do this, and once you achieve this, it becomes permanent, the 42% discount. You don't go back, okay? And obviously the goal is to get to supervisor, because that is where you get all the products at 50% discount, okay? So everything is half price. And to achieve that, you have to accumulate 4,000 volume points, okay, within 1 to 12 months, okay? So those are the different retail profits or discounts that is available to you. So, you're probably just a 30-day challenger that's on your program and you're using it every single day to achieve your goal. I just wanted to share with you that so that you can understand that you can actually get a cheaper discount so that you can use the products to get a faster result. And then the goal is obviously to get to supervisor as fast as possible because that activates the marketing plan. So now I'm going to talk to you about the second source of income, which is wholesale profit. So say, for example, right, you're a member, okay, so, you've just finished the 30-day challenge or you're in between doing the 30-day challenge and then you sign up to become a VIP member at 25%. But then after watching this presentation, you say, hey, look, I want to get to senior consultant ASAP. Well, guess what? Let's say you move up to senior consultant, but then you introduce a person to get onto the 30-day challenge, and then they see the presentation just like this, and they say, hey, look, I actually want to be a VIP member as well and get a discount. Any orders that they do, okay, at 25% discount, because you're a senior consultant, you get paid 10% in wholesale profit. And guess what? Herbalife pays that into your account every single month without you doing any work. You're just saying, hey, look, if you want to become a VIP member, you just sign this, okay, and then you can order your products and you get paid 10%. But say, for example, you're a supervisor, okay, and then one of your mates gets onto the products and then they want to become a VIP client, okay, and then you end up making a wholesale profit of 25%, okay, which is really neat. And say, for example, you're at 50% and someone's a senior consultant, because some of them, they might say the same thing like you. Look, I don't want to stay at 25%. I want to get to senior consultant as well, just like you. They do a purchase of 500 volume points. Well, guess what? You get a wholesale profit of 15% that Herbalife will pay you every single month. And the same thing again, if they get to 42%, you get a wholesale profit of 8%. Okay, so that's just the second source of income called wholesale profit, which is around about 8 to 25%, income opportunity. Okay, and if you're not looking at the income, you could earn this just by, being a product lover and a couple of your friends wanting to become members as well. No, now the goal is obviously to become a supervisor, okay, because once you get to supervisor, that's where, everything, fireworks start happening and all that kind of stuff, okay? So I'm going to talk to you about how to get to supervisor. So becoming a supervisor is the short answer. The way to do it is to accumulate 4,000 points in 1 month or 2 months or 3 to 12 months. There are many ways. There are 3 ways. So I'm just going to explain to you briefly how you can do it and all those different options that I just explained, just briefly, so that you are, well informed, so that the last thing you want is to find out later on that you could have done it that way, and then you'll go back to your sponsor and then say, hey, why didn't you tell me? So for example, #1 in February, you do a 1,000 volume point order because you just want the cheapest discount for yourself, and then also to get a couple of your friends and family on the products. In March, those people will reorder again, and then one of your members would want to get 500 volume points because they want to get to senior consultant. So that's 1,500 volume points. Again, they do the same thing in April. Guess what? From May onwards, you're supervisor, okay? Because that is a total of 4,000 volume points. #2, February, 500 volume points. March, 1,000 volume points. April, 1,500 volume points, and in May, 1,000 volume points. From June onwards, you're supervisor. And the same thing for number 3 and number 4. You can use up to 2,000 points from your downline. So you don't have to do the whole 4,000 by yourself. Say, for example, some of your members might want to get 500 volume points for themselves to get a cheaper discount. All that volume will come towards you, the maximum up to 2,000 volume points. So that's how you can achieve supervisor in 3 to 12 months. There are other ways, and I'm just going to briefly go through it. You can accumulate it through method 3 in 3 months, okay? So for example, month 1, you order enough product for your own use, 5 clients, okay, including 5 clients, so that's 6 ultimate programs. You can do a 1,000 volume point, and that is at 42% discount. You hold a business party, you invite your friends and family to come over, try our nutrition program for free, eat and meet some other coaches, you know, and then straight away you put into plan a 90-day action plan. Okay, month 2, guess what? You order another 1,000 volume points, and then you help another 5 of your friends. Okay, now you've accumulated 1,000 volume point at 25% discount permanent. Okay, at 25% discount. You work on your 90-day plan consistently, and in 3rd month, okay, you order enough for your own use. Now 10 clients will reorder, okay, and you accumulate 2,500 volume points, okay? So then you will be at 50% discount, okay? So that's just to show you how you could do it over 3 months. Becoming a supervisor in 1 month, okay? So for example, you can accumulate 4,000 total volume points. Hang on. 4,000 total volume points in 1 calendar month, okay, with 1,000 volume points from your downline, okay, from yourself, sorry, including your downline too. And then month 2, in 2 months, you can accumulate 4,000 total volume points over 2 consecutive months with 1,000 volume points in incumbent, okay? And get back to your sponsor who invited you. They can explain that a little bit more. I'm just briefly going through this so that you are aware. You can also accumulate supervisor, okay, in 2 months in teams of 2. So for example, in June, Bruce does a 1,000 volume point order for himself and a couple of his friends, and then introduces Mary, and Mary does the same thing again. That's 2,000 volume points. In July, you know, Bruce, from June, you know, they reorder again in July, and Bruce does another 1,000 volume points, so that's 2,000. And Mary, all those people reorder again in July. Guess what? That's 3,000 volume points. So that's a total of 5,000 volume points. Okay, so both of them become supervisors. And then you can do it in teams of 3. Okay, so this is just so that you know, you might have some people in mind, okay, that might want to get a cheaper discount and also earn some income. Okay, so say for example, Jack, okay, in January does 1,000 volume points, introduces Jill, who does also 1,000 volume points, and Noddy does 1,000 volume points because they all want a best discount, which is at 42%. And they also want to help a couple of their friends and family. In February, they do the same thing again. Jack does another 1,000 volume points, and they reorder as well, including reorders. Jill, you know, does 500 volume points in February, and Noddy does another 1,500 volume points. A couple of senior consultants there. That's a total of 3,000 volume points. Guess what? Altogether, that's a total of 6,000 volume points. All 3 of them become supervisors. Okay, so this is just to show you that you can do it in 3s. Okay, you can also do it in 1 month or 1 month team of 2 supervisors. So say for example, Allison does 2,500 volume points and also helps Peter, who does another 2,500 volume points, at a total of 5,000 volume points. Okay, so they both become supervisors, okay, in 1 month. Okay, in 1 month in team of 3 supervisors. So say for example, you know, Allison does 2,000 volume points, Peter does 2,000 volume points, and Wendy does 2,000. That's a total of 6 months. Guess what? They all become supervisors in 1 month. So there is a way to do it in 1 month as well. So that was just to briefly explain to you how to get to supervisor. So there's many ways, okay? All you got to do is get back to the person who invited you and just say, look, I want to get to 50% as fast as possible because I want the cheapest discount. Retail profit-wise, wholesale profit-wise, and this one here, it's the biggie. It's called the royalties, okay? And I got excited when I heard this. Say, for example, right, you're at 25% discount. You then move up to 35% discount because you want to get a cheaper discount. And, you know, those products you're going to use anyway. And then all of a sudden, a couple of your friends, they also want to jump on, and then you get to 42% discount. And then you work your way up to 50%. So well done. You get to 50% discount, you're a supervisor. And like I said, this is where the fireworks happen. This is where all the magic happens, okay? So say, for example, right, you get to 50%. But then you also introduce someone else who wants to get to 25% discount, okay? They say, look, I've just finished my 30-day challenge. I want to also get a 25% discount. Then after they see a presentation like this, they also see, oh, wow, I can actually get to 35% discount. So they do a 500 volume point order and they go up to 35%. Then they also start accumulating and helping a couple of friends. They move up to 42, and then they get up to 50%. So, you know, you've just introduced this new person. Say, for example, the name of the person is Julie, you know, and that now Julie's has moved up from 25 to 35 to 42, and now they're 50%. So you no longer earn a wholesale profit, you know, because now you are both at 50%. So say, for example, Julie has now become a supervisor. Now, what Herbalife does is they say, well, you can't earn a wholesale profit because you guys are both at 50%. But they'll say, well done for helping Julie get to supervisor. So what they do is they pay you a royalty, okay, of 5% in the of any orders that Julie does, okay, as your supervisor, which is really, really neat at the full retail value, which is awesome. Now, if you don't know what royalties are, I'll explain what they are. Royalties are things like, say, for example, I'll give an example, Michael Jackson, right? He's, you know, he was a famous dancer, famous singer, you know, and every time someone purchases his music or purchases a movie or anything like that, a CD, whatever, you know, Michael Jackson makes a royalty off that every time someone purchases. So it's similar. You know, you get paid continuously for the work that you do in the past. So say, for example, Julie, you know, gets to 50%, but then introduces someone else to do the same thing that she did, and they get to supervisor. Well, guess what? Because of you, you know, because you introduced Julie and now Julie's teaching somebody else, you also get a 5% royalty, you know, on that second supervisor as well, and any orders that they do. And then again, there's another one, third level. Okay, say for example, you know, another person jumps on board and then moves up the marketing plan to 50%. So you also earn a 5% royalty on the third line supervisor, which is really, really neat. And you get paid this monthly. So it's quite funny, you know, every 15th of the month you get paid. You know, that's when Herbalife members are very happy. Now, you know, that's where the royalties end, at the third level. But guess what? Herbalife doesn't stop there, okay? Then they brought in this thing called bonuses, okay? So what that is, you get 2% to 7% bonuses, infinite levels, okay? So that is really neat. So it doesn't stop the third line, it's fourth, fifth, infinite, which is really, really neat. Okay, let's see a live example, okay? Cool. So these are some of the examples here. Say, for example, example 1, you get to supervisor, okay, and then you help 2 people to get to supervisor. Those 2 people in the front line will help another 2 people get to supervisor, okay, and then those 2 people will help another 2. You're looking at a check of royalties of $4,410 monthly. Not bad, hey, just getting people to get a cheaper discount and also earn some part-time income. Now, example 2, you get to supervisor, you introduce 3 to get to supervisor, and then those 3 introduce another 3 to get to supervisor, and then those 3 introduce another 3 to get to supervisor. Guess what? Your check is looking at $15,795 a month. Okay, and then example 3, you get to supervisor, you introduce 5 people to get to supervisor, those 5 introduce another 5, and then those 5 introduce another 5. Your check a month will be $76,725. Okay, so, you know, I want you to go back to the manual, okay, and have a look at page 39. And this is royalty income. I was excited when I heard about this. So what is your job as a health coach? It's very simple. You use the Ultimate Program to get an amazing level 10 result. Develop 4 brand new clients every month. Every month. So that's just 1 client a week. How simple is that? Okay. Develop, and now out of those 4 clients, 2 might want to say, hey, actually, I want to get a cheaper discount and I want to earn some part-time income. And then you make a plan for them to get to supervisor. Then your goal is to maintain and retain. So you know how people get on the products and retain them and follow up on them to get a good result using Facebook. And then you expose the clients to Herbalife opportunities just like this and systemized training. Becoming a supervisor, okay? The goal is to get to supervisor as fast as you can. And, you know, I've explained why it's really cool. And number 2, ultimately what is important is that you make a decision, okay? So you make a decision. If you want to get to supervisor, make that decision first. And number 3, work with your coach to decide what is best for you, okay? And why become a supervisor? These are the main reasons. A, take full advantage of the marketing plan, maximize all areas of income. Don't leave any money on the table, okay? Or if you're not looking at the income, make that discount, get that discount as fast as possible. B, 50% retail profit and also discount. C, okay, 8 to 25% wholesale profit. Royalties of 5% on all 3 levels as you build your team of supervisors. To set a good example for your current and future health coaches, and to qualify for special supervisor schools and qualify for spectacular vacations. Now, I don't know about you, but if you have ever been to a vacation, but the company pays for it. That's the difference between a vacation and an actual vacation, is when somebody else pays for it. So for me, we went to Bali, all expenses paid for from this amazing company. They picked us up, they flew us over to Bali, 5-star hotel, meals, everything provided for, totally amazing. So that's another perk of becoming a supervisor. This year, we're going to Queenstown. Everything is paid for, including flights and accommodation. So this is Mark Hughes, the founder of Herbalife. He pretty much said, if I can do it, everything is really easy. If I can do it, you can do it as well. It just got easier. So guys, I want you, thank you very much for, watching this presentation. Get back to the person who invited you and let them know. So before you go to sleep, before you do anything else, please let your person or sponsor or coach that invited you, okay, and let them know, A, you want to have a cheaper discount, okay? So yeah, I like the presentation, but I just want to get a cheaper discount. Or B, I want to get a cheaper discount and earn an extra income, okay? Or C, you want to get a cheaper discount and financial time freedom, okay? So again, A, want to get a cheaper discount, use the products, get the best result, for yourself. B, cheaper discount, earn some part-time income. And C, cheaper discount and financial time freedom. So please get back to the person who invited you, let them know which option you are, and have a great night. Awesome. Bam, bam, bam. How many participants?
Thank you, John.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for coming along. Thank you, everyone, for coming along.
Thank you, John.
Okay, make sure you get back to the person.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Off the thing now.